How do guys, how are you? Hope you're all safe and well. Welcome to a food review, and I'm going to be going in today. That place behind me, some of you'll recognise it. It's my favourite Wetherspoons pub. It's the Velvet Coaster, and we're going to be trying the special menu they've got on for Burns Week. What does it consist of? Well, I'm going to tell you when we get inside, but I'm going to eat something today I've never eaten before in my life, and I've got to be honest with you, I'm not too sure about this. Am I going to like it? Am I not? Let's find out. Come on, guys. Okay, guys, so we're inside. Found a quiet booth, away from most people. It's quite early, so hopefully I'm not disturbing anybody else. As I just said, we're here to try Wetherspoons' special Burns Week menu. Now, it's only limited availability, this. Available from Wednesday the 21st of January to Tuesday the 27th of January. And it's all to celebrate Burns Night. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Burns Night in a moment. But it happens on the 25th of January every single year. And it's a huge tradition in Scotland and also the rest of the world. So I thought, let's join in. Why not? We do something for Paddy's Day. We do something for St. George's Day. So why not? This year, I thought I'd join in for Burns Night. Now, I'm going to show you the menu in a few moments. But what is Burns Night? Being English, I wasn't too well up on it. But it's a celebration of a poet from Scotland, obviously, called Robert Burns. And how do the Scottish usually celebrate it? Well, they have a traditional dish of haggis, neeps and tatties. Now, what is that? I'm going to come on to that shortly when we have a look at the menu. I'll go into that in a bit more depth, because I wasn't 100% sure what it was, to be fair. So sadly, I can't partake in any of the drinks they've got available, but we will be having a look at them shortly, or certainly any of the alcoholic drinks, which I would imagine is going to have a huge influence from the whiskey side of things. My favourite drink, to be fair, but it's 11:30 on a Wednesday morning. If I wasn't driving, I'd have one, I'll be honest with you. Obviously just to partake in the Burns Night celebrations. No other reason. Okay, let's have a look at what Wetherspoons have got to offer for this special Burns Week menu. So there's the menu. Burns Week. They're serving these dishes from Wednesday the 21st of Jan to Tuesday the 27th of Jan. Burns Night, as we just said, takes place on Sunday the 25th of January. And they're serving award-winning haggis. Now, if you're not too sure what haggis is, just like I wasn't, I'm going to explain all. Just stay tuned and I'll tell you exactly what haggis is. Let's have a look at the prices. So what Wetherspoons have got to offer on the Burns Night menu is the Caledonian burger, which we're going to try. That costs £10.99 with a soft drink or £12.75 with an alcoholic drink. And you can actually choose from over 150 drinks. There's bound to be something there for you. Like I've just said, no alcoholic drinks for me today because I'm driving. And they've also got to offer a haggis, neeps and tatties. Now, as a main meal, that's going to come in at £8.99 with a soft drink or £10.75 with an alcoholic drink. And you can also get a smaller portion of that. Now, that's exactly what I'm going to order today, because I'm here on my own. Don't like to see food wasted. So I'm going to order the smaller portion of the haggis, neeps and tatties. I'll explain that when the food comes out so that you don't all think, oh, look at that, you only get a kid's portion. But I am ordering the smaller portion, so just bear that in mind. It's more to do with the taste today, because I've never had haggis, and I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure a lot of you out there have never had haggis. You can get some sides and extras. You can get a whiskey sauce. Like I said, my favourite tipple is whiskey. So I'm going to add that to my burger. I am going to try the whiskey sauce. You can actually get sides of haggis, or you can get a side of haggis and a whiskey sauce as well. And they've even got a special beer on, Old Acquaintance, which is from Loch Lomond Brewery. You don't get much more Scottish than that, do you? And that's 4% ABV. So So just let's run through that again. Caledonian burger, £10.99 with a soft drink, £12.75 with an alcoholic drink. Haggis, neeps and tatties, the normal size, £8.99 with a soft drink, £10.75 with an alcoholic drink. What I'm going to go for is a small haggis, neeps and tatties, £6.99 with a soft drink, £8.75 with an alcoholic drink. Okay, let's get on the app and let's get ordering some food. Okay, we've put the food order through on the app. Never takes long, does it? Fantastic Wetherspoons app. It's the only one. I've said this in previous videos. It's the only one that works flawlessly. You don't have to mess about with anything. So I've put the order for the small neeps and tatties through first. What I'm going to do is, I've watched quite a few YouTube food reviews and they tend to order all the dishes at once. And I'm sat there thinking, well, it's going to go cold, and you're tasting a bit of this, and you're tasting a bit of that, and it's going to go cold, and I don't know, don't get it. So what I'm going to do is, I've ordered the small haggis, neeps and tatties. We're going to do a bit of a review of that. And then I'm going to put an order through for the burger, the Caledonian burger. So hopefully, both the dishes should be hot, and they should be reviewed at the freshest and at the warmest. And you're going to get a true indication of what they really like, aren't you? So while we're just waiting for the food to come out, I'm going to tell you what haggis is. Perhaps I should look at this after I've had the food, because I can't be the only one that doesn't know what haggis is. So I'm going to read this so I don't make any mistakes. Haggis is Scotland's national dish. It's a savoury pudding made from sheep's heart, liver and lungs, which they call pluck, minced with onion, oatmeal, suet, salt and spices, and it's traditionally cooked inside the animal's stomach. Tasty, eh? It does go on to say here, modern versions often use artificial casings. It's a hearty, peppery dish, quite like peppery dishes, famously served with neeps and tatties. Neeps and tatties, yeah. Mashed potatoes and mashed turnips, or swede. And obviously, very, very popular on Burns night. Okay, I think the food's on its way. Looking forward to this one. Okay guys, so it's arrived literally, in typical Wetherspoons fashion, 2 or 3 minutes after placing the order. Have a closer look. There we go. My very, very first haggis, neeps and tatties for Burns night. Looks nice. I'll be honest with you, something you can't tell on the video, it smells divine. I'm going to put it there so you can see it. Put it there. Ha. Professional there, you know. Nothing but professional. I don't have a cameraman, it's just me. And my eyesight's shot. So let's give it a go. And I'll tell you what it tastes like. Now I'm going to save the haggis until last. Let's try the mashed potato first. Mashed potato at Wetherspoons can be absolutely hit and miss. It can either be really lovely and buttery, it can be too watery, it can be too thick, and it can have lumps in it. So let's see what this one's like. Nice, it's really nice. And one thing it is as well, is piping hot. I did a breakfast review from this particular Wetherspoons, the Velvet Coaster in Blackpool, earlier this month, and the food wasn't very hot at all. In fact, it was lukewarm at best. But certainly, the potato, the tatties, are really nice and hot. So the neeps, again, very, very nice. Very tasty. And that's my healthy part of the meal, isn't it? My vegetable for the day. At least I've got one of my 5 in, if I get no more in today. Now, let's go for the haggis. Here we go, guys. My very first haggis. I'm going to try it on its own first. Don't really know what to expect of this, so let's try it. And that's really, really nice. That's very, very tasty. I must admit, I was a bit hesitant about the haggis after reading the description of what was in it earlier. It's enough to put anybody off, isn't it? But try it with some mash. Works really well together. But it would, wouldn't it? Scotland's national dish. They know what they're doing, don't they? It's not all deep fried bars, you know. Sorry, anybody from Scotland. I know you're not known for that. Yeah, really, really nice. Highly recommended. Now, don't forget I've ordered the smaller portion. So if you're looking at this thinking, oh Dave, it's a kid's meal, it's a kid's size, I've purposely done that. Because when I finish this, I'm going to try the Caledonian burger that they've got on for Burns Week as well. So I'm going to finish this. I'll come back to you with my thoughts after I finish this. And whilst we're waiting for the Caledonian burger. Back in a minute. Okay, I've just finished all the haggis, neeps and tatties. And let me tell you, even though that was a small portion, I feel quite full. Not good really, is it? Because I've still got that big Caledonian, well, I don't know if it's going to be big, but I've still got the Caledonian burger to come. So I'm going to take a 10-minute break before I put the order through. And what did I think of that haggis, neeps and tatties? First time I've ever had it. Absolutely beautiful. And it really was beautiful. Now I'm sure there's a lot of people out there shouting at the screen going, Dave, that's not a real haggis. That's not a real haggis. And I'm sure it's not the best haggis you can get. But for somebody like me, who's never had haggis before, and didn't want to spend a right lot of money, just in case I didn't like it, it was great. And I'm really glad I tried it. And I'd have it now. If I went to Scotland, and I am going to Scotland shortly, but when I go to Scotland, I will try, and I'll put it on the channel as well, a traditional haggis. I'll let you know my thoughts. Well, that was amazing. It was really, really nice. Now, the only complaint I've got, and it's not really a complaint because it's my own fault, is that it was just a little bit dry. But I could have ordered a whiskey sauce on the side. That was an option, what Wetherspoons do. But I'm actually going to order the whiskey sauce with the burger. So I thought we'd save that till the Caledonian burger. But yeah, haggis, neeps and tatties. Highly recommended. Now what can I compare it to? What can I tell you that it's like? Well, it's not unlike a shepherd's pie. But the oats and suet just sit on your stomach heavy. And it's going to be a big filling meal. If you got the bigger portion, it's one of them meals that you eat, you get home, you get on the couch, you're going to start nodding off, you're going to feel like you've had a hearty meal. Now I know that in Scotland, they have it for breakfast. If I had that for breakfast, I'd be waking up, going down having my breakfast, and then going back to sleep again. So I'd suggest anybody, if you just want to try haggis like me and you've never tried it before, go for the smaller portion. It does actually make you feel quite full. I mean, I finished it all. It was a bit of a struggle even with that small portion, even for a big lad like me. The combination of the mince and the oats, it's like trying to eat a pie made with porridge. I know that sounds a bit disgusting, but it's the only analogy I can give you. I can't describe it any other way. But it tasted amazing. The taste was absolutely delicious. And the mash and swede, perfect. On this occasion, Wetherspoons, you did yourselves proud. Absolutely perfect. Really, really enjoyed that. Good value for money, isn't it, as well? I'll give you my thoughts overall at the end of the video, but so far we're on a winner. Okay, let's order the Caledonian burger and see what we think of that. Okay guys, so it's here. Let me show you what you get. There's your whiskey sauce. I just spilt all over the table. I'll clean that up in a minute. Not the best start to a food review, is it? Can only get better, this, can't it? Hopefully. One thing I will tell you though, it tastes nice, that. And there's the burger. Chips. And they're quite specific on the Wetherspoons menu. So with this Caledonian burger, you get 6 onion rings. Quite specific. Wow. So what's on the burger? Well, I'll tell you. Let me take that off. It's even more haggis. Good job I liked it in the first one, isn't it? So it's haggis on a 6-ounce burger. Looks amazing. Does it taste amazing? So just let me stop the video a moment while I clean up that whiskey sauce that I've just spilt all over the table. I don't think you can see that on the screen, but I'll be honest with you, I've made a bit of a mess. So I'm going to clean that up. Right, there we go. Bit of a mucky pup, aren't I, really? My mum always said, can't take you anywhere. She wasn't wrong, was she? Okay, let's do the onion ring count, because it did say on the Wetherspoons menu, it didn't just say, oh, you get some onion rings, or it's served with onion rings. It said you get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onion rings. They weren't lying, were they? Chips look nice, typical Wetherspoons chips. But this is the star of the show. This bad boy with the haggis on top of the 6-ounce burger. So have a quick look underneath, see what else is under there, if anything. So you've got a bit of lettuce and a bit of tomato. It's a fair sized burger, to be honest with you. It's only a 6-ounce patty, but with the haggis on top as well, kind of doubles the size of it. So we have got the whiskey sauce. I'm going to add that to the burger, but first of all, I want to taste the burger without the sauce. Let's give it a go. It's quite substantial, that. That tastes absolutely lovely. It really does. The addition of the haggis, which I liked anyway from the first dish, and that burger's a nice burger. I'm not calling Wetherspoons burgers for value for money, for the taste. They're great, they're fine. I don't think that's a normal Wetherspoons burger. In fact, I know it's not. It's a Caledonian burger. It's a special burger. And it tastes really nice. It's got more of a steak taste. It's just absolutely divine. And it tastes really nice before I've added the whiskey sauce. Let's add the whiskey sauce. Pour this on the haggis. I don't want to put too much on, because I don't want to drown the flavour of that haggis and that burger, which is really nice on its own, I'm going to be honest with you. Wow. That is really, really, and I'm not just saying this, amazing. It's tasty. The meat's cooked to perfection. The haggis elevates the meat flavour, and the whiskey sauce elevates the haggis flavour. It's just really nice. So, we know what we're getting with the chips at Wetherspoons, but we'll try them anyway. Yeah, just your normal Wetherspoons chips. They're alright. Main thing is, they're hot. I'm going to say what everybody says when they eat chips on one of these reviews. Crispy on the outside, fluffy on the in. It is what it is with Wetherspoons chips. That's not the star of the show. Let's try an onion ring. Alright. Being perfectly honest, not the strongest onion taste I've ever had from an onion ring, but they're alright. But that's not why you're ordering this dish. If you want Wetherspoons onion rings and chips, you can just get them on many, many dishes that Wetherspoons sell. But that Caledonian burger, wow, just wow. Well worth trying. Okay, I'm not going to say I'm going to finish this because I've had enough haggis today so far to sink a battleship. But I'm going to eat as much as I can. And I'll come back with some thoughts at the end. See you shortly. So there we go. The Caledonian burger at Wetherspoons for Burns night. Lovely. Do you know what? It was really, really nice. Quite a substantial burger, as you saw. Served on a brioche bun. The only complaint I've got, in fact, one complaint, one mini complaint. The brioche bun, as you carried on eating it, with the whiskey sauce poured on, kind of disintegrated a little bit. And I'm glad you didn't see that. It wasn't a pretty sight. I had whiskey sauce all over again. I'd already spilled it on the table before, and it was just all over the place. It was like a whiskey sauce explosion. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it was nice. Do you know what? It was really, really tasty as well. The addition of that haggis on top of the burger, I did say to the staff, is this just a normal burger? And they turned around to me and went, no, it's a prime burger. It did taste prime. I'm going to be honest with you. Whether that's just because the haggis elevated it, I'm not too sure. The whiskey sauce certainly added to it. I can imagine without the whiskey sauce, it would have been a little bit too dry. And you can get that with burgers anyway, can't you? Hence why we had ye olde ketchup onto them. But it was really, really nice. The addition of the lettuce and the onion and the tomato just kind of raised it a little bit. Plus it's another one of my 5 a day, isn't it? I'm well in there today. Really nice. The chips were okay. The onion rings weren't the most onion rings I've ever had. Like I said, the chips were okay. They were Wetherspoons chips. All in all, really, really nice meal. Right, I'm going to finish my drink. I'm going to head outside and I'll give you my thoughts overall on Wetherspoons Burns Week menu. So just before I head outside to give you my final thoughts on the Burns Week menu, just thought I'd give you a quick shot of the velvet coaster inside. Now if I knew what I was doing with YouTube properly, I'd have a nice sweeping shot here with music on it, wouldn't I? I haven't got a clue. I'm winging it, aren't I? But the velvet coaster is, in my opinion, one of the best Wetherspoons you can visit. Located in Blackpool, stone's throw away from the famous Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And it's really clean and it's really, really nice. So not only have you got the downstairs area there, you've also got in the summer, you can see outside there, zoom in a little bit, an outside area where you can actually sit and look at the sea. Who needs Malibu? You don't need Malibu, do you? But you can sit and look at the sea, and then believe it or not, there's another level up there as well. And when the sun's out, you honestly can't beat it. So there you go, guys, the Velvet Coaster Blackpool, well worth a visit. Right, let's head outside. I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts on Wetherspoons Burns Week menu. Big thumbs up from me. Absolutely lovely. The haggis, as I said at the beginning of the video, wasn't too sure about that, to be fair. Probably shouldn't have read the ingredients before I tried it, but don't let that put you off, honestly. It was absolutely amazing. And if, like me, you've never tried it before, this is the perfect chance to go and give it a go for not much money. And if you don't like it, yes, it's money that you've lost, but it's not much, is it? So Wetherspoons, well done. The Caledonian burger, tasty, tasty, tasty. Very substantial, especially with the haggis on top as well. Haggis is very, very filling. Don't know what it compares like to real haggis that you get in Scotland, And I'm sure some of you out there screaming at me, like I said before, saying, Dave, that's not real haggis. It is what it is. It's what Wetherspoons are giving me. I am going to get up to Scotland shortly and try some real haggis. But yeah, value for money, 9 out of 10. Taste-wise, 9 out of 10. Limited time, guys, this one. Get yourself on to your local Wetherspoons and try the Burns Week menu. Highly recommended. Go and give it a go. Please give me a thumbs up at the bottom of this video. It does help a small channel like this a lot. If you like haggis or you've tried haggis, let me know in the comments below. Have you tried the Wetherspoons one? Does it compare to normal haggis that you get in Scotland? Again, I'd be interested to find out. Don't forget, guys, hit the thumbs up below the video. It helps a small channel like this a lot. If you like what you see, please subscribe. It's absolutely free. And I'll see you very soon in the next one. Take very good care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.